This is Gary Davidson, and I'm the lead attorney in the practice group for real estate at Castle Law. I'm going to talk a little bit about what are the documents that you should be expecting to give a buyer, and what are the documents that you should be expecting to receive as a buyer at closing. Now, certainly this is not an exhaustive list, but it's just generally the main documents that are going to be provided at closing. Number one, the most important document, the deed. The deed conveys the house and the land from a grantor to a grantee. So a grantor is a seller, a grantee is a buyer of property. And that deed conveys the house and the land. The deed will be provided at closing, generally accepted by a title company, and then recorded sometime between the next week and oftentimes several weeks after closing. You become the owner of record at closing. The deed being recorded is simply the ceremonial act of showing to the public that you're the owner of record. Second thing, affidavit of title. The affidavit of title is the seller's representation to the buyer that they own the property free and clear. They've done nothing to the property in the last 6 months to cause a lien to be placed on it. This affidavit of title induces the title company to issue an owner's policy of title insurance to a buyer. Third, the bill of sale. The bill of sale conveys all the stuff. What I mean by that is the personal property. So the deed conveys the house and the land, and the bill of sale conveys everything else: the refrigerator, the stove, the blinds, landscaping, carpet. Many of you are going to see what's called the FIRPTA affidavit. That's just referred to as the Foreign Investor Real Property Transfer Act. In the United States, the government wants to receive their tax dollars. So if you're making a certification that you are, in fact, a U.S. citizen, if you're not a U.S. citizen, a portion of the proceeds have to be held back from the closing to ensure that you pay any taxes on any gain you've received prior to those funds being transferred out of the country. Number of other documents that you're going to sign at closing. You're going to see things like an ALTA statement, title insurance documents, controlled business disclosure for the attorney. Those are the main documents that you're going to see.